show off.
Larry is in paradise apparently. Are you based there, Larry, or did you just come to visit?
Yeah, no, I'm based here. This is home.
Well,
usually I
Sounds
work
terrible.
from my home, so it's not so nice. But today, as I told you, I'm at the conference in a very nice hotel. So I just found some nice, quiet, connected spot next to the pool. Yeah, so it's quite nice. Nothing to complain about.
I can.
Larry, maybe you can jump into the pool and have a meeting there.
I'm recording, by the way, so yes, please do that.
I think you guys should all come in, and then then next time you get one of the after COVID, we all come to Tahiti, and then we'll get some work done around the pool.
Impact Collective after party.
Yes.
In 2021, but yeah. Okay, we have one more person just joined in, so I think we can kick off. I don't want to keep you here too long because I know you're all super duper busy. So first of all, hello and welcome, judges and experts of Impact Collective. Thank you, first of all, for joining us for this amazing, maybe a little bit complicated, maybe a little bit challenging, but nonetheless an adventure. It's a delight to be here with you and be working with you. I thought, because we have here not only partner judges, not only fellow judges, but for the first time we're also joined by our amazing community judges. So some of you don't know each other very well. So I thought that we will start off with a little bit of a breakup. Like a 5-minute breakup where the question, obviously other than introducing yourself, who you are, what do you do, I also would like you to answer the question why are you part of Impact Collective? What is Impact Collective for you? So without further ado, I'm sending you off. See you in a few minutes. Ciao. Going, not going? There you go. Simin, are you here?
Yes, I am. But I think I can.
You can make it. If not, don't worry too much because I can also vote as well. So I can also demo. You can do the background talking, and I can demo on my computer.
That would also work. I'm almost there, and I think I can make it in time. But just in case, if you can cover for me, that would be great.
Yeah, I have the video open, so it's not a problem at all.
Thank you.
Not a problem at all.
And is Yuni also joining us today?
I don't know. She should, because I'm not super confident.
Okay, I can contact her and I'll see if she can join us in a few minutes.
It's amazing to see you all, like I mentioned. I hope you had an enjoyable little breakout session and you met some new people, reconnected with some old people. We have to, you know, take the opportunities we have to see our friends and family whenever we can. So I would like to, oh, hold on, my computer is having a moment. I would like to again welcome you to this judge and expert onboarding call. Once my computer defreezes, there you go. Yes. Today, I will very briefly talk about what is Impact Collective. Like I mentioned, some of us here are joining for the first time. You might be a little bit confused. You've read about it, but you're not really sure what this whole thing is going on here. So I'll very, very briefly introduce it to you. Don't worry, we'll also share all the slides here. So if you don't catch everything that I rapidly say, that's fine as well. We will then have a very quick session for the judges explaining what your role here is and how you can vote on the Impact Collective platform. That will be done by Jimin, who is hopefully on her way to the office right now. And then after that, those who are judges but are not experts can leave. And for the experts, we will talk to you about office hours and how your job as an expert plays into the whole thing. So without further ado, Impact Collective. Impact Collective came about because a group of enthusiasts, individuals, decided that there has to be a different and more inspiring way to talk about business and impact and connect those two things, that we can use the power of community to really bring positive change when it comes to our world, when it comes to innovation, when it comes to making a footprint in our local and global communities and networks. And with that, the Accelerator and Investment Program was created, backed by a group of amazing partners, some of whom are here on the call. So thank you very much for all your support and hard work. And the base, like the main core of Impact Collective is this place, Impact Collective. If you haven't joined here, please do, impactcollective.moyum.co. It's an online platform. It's kind of like Slack, Married, Reddit, and well, a little bit of MySpace, I suppose, those of you who remember. It's a space where not only we will be voting, we'll be evaluating the startups, but also a community space where people can share their news, share events, share knowledge, and connect over vast amount of space and time. We currently we'll be hitting 900 members very, very soon. So it's a pretty big and significant space to be at. So we encourage you not only to use Impact Collective platform for evaluation, for judge and expert work, but also to actually share with people. Sharing is caring. Our program has already kicked off. We recently had a very intensive two-day online Impact Collective camp. Lots of fun. We'll be sharing some of the recordings of that soon. And some of you were actually speakers during that camp as well. So thank you very much for your input. We also already had the first impact session where, together with the Citypreneurs team and the UN institutions, we introduced SDGs and impact and talk with startups about how they can implement these measures and these themes into their current business models, or the other way around. How can they align their impact goals with an actual profitable business? We will be we are, I guess, this week launching also our cross-border launchbox, where our regional anchors will be creating a series of events, both online and offline, for startups to help connect with their local networks. We have partners, regional anchors currently in Singapore, Vietnam, Seoul, obviously, and oh my God, Bangkok. Yes, sorry. And and actually that pool is growing as well. We have other cities through our UN network joining in to also offer events, cross-border events for companies that are interested in the local markets. We also have the impact sessions going on, and that will kind of round up at the end with by the end of November, when the voting finishes, which Jimin will talk about in a second. And at the beginning of December, we will have 3 days of pitching of the final top 20 startups. In the meantime, we also have like home group sessions where we kind of talk with startups not only about their current business and administrative needs, but also kind of check on them mentally if they're doing fine, like what do they need something to talk about, a shoulder to cry on, we're there for them. I kind of talked about our events a second ago. On top of the ones that I mentioned, we also offer skill sessions, specific business and impact skills that the startups may want to learn more about. If they say they have a need for that, we're more than happy to accommodate and get the best experts in the industry to cover that for them. One thing that is very important, and that kind of came up yesterday during the call, is our code of conduct, not only for the participants, but also for the judges and experts, that we want everybody to be engaged in the whole process, but also to be respectful and align themselves with with the code of conduct that I'll send you in a second. Nobody's sending it, and we kind of also want you to be very open and transparent. Like if there's something that makes you uncomfortable, both as a participant, startup, or an expert or a judge, to be open about it and tell us and work with us to figure out the best way to handle a situation that might potentially go in a wrong direction. This is me. Without further ado, Jimin, are you there? Maybe not.
Yes, and as you are speaking, I can you hear me?
We can hear you very well.
Okay, so as you were speaking, I just arrived. So if you can start with the video, I think that would give them a good introduction to how to vote, and then we can continue with the Q&A.
Okay, so you will see a video of Jimin doing things. I hope you can hear the sound as well.
No sound for us.
Martin, playing?
Yeah, it is playing, but unfortunately there is no sound. Jimin, would you like to kind of talk over that in that case?
Okay, let's just do a brief introduction via words, and then I think I can set up my everything in as I speak. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining. And I think if Marta, if you can show the last slide, it actually shows the different types of community of the judges that we have. From there, we can see that there are 3 types of judges for our Impact Collective project. And if you are a partner judge, you are allocated 60 ICV. That ICV is an acronym for Impact Collective voting tokens. If you are a fellow judge, 40 community judge, 20. And it's a very simple mechanism where you get to vote on the in any of the 86 teams participating in our program for the next 10 weeks, if all of you can actually go to the Moim platform right now, I think that would be best in terms of helping you understand how to vote. It's very, very simple. There's a channel on the left bar side with a with the name Vote and Leaderboard. So the name itself, you can tell that you can vote, and also it serves as a leaderboard, meaning the order of the startup's appearance is based on how many votes they got. So currently, Xantrix is. I really want to share my screen as I'm doing this.
Are you ready to share your screen?
Yes, I am. But I'm gonna go on my laptop soon. If you can accept me right now, I will share and give me the host. I will do that right away.
I think you should be
Okay.
good.
Okay, can everyone see the screen now? Okay, great.
Yes.
So on the middle portion of this platform, our ICC platform, you'll see that there's a countdown. This is the number of days and time remaining for until you can vote last, like that's the deadline. And after this countdown, you will not be able to use any of your tokens, and it'll all disappear. So just please make sure to use all of your tokens before the countdown ends. If you look at the order, again, it's by the top number of votes. So Xantrix is number 1 right now with 14 votes by 3 people, followed by Vulcan, 5 votes by 2 people, Shuttle, iFarm, etc. Someone yesterday had a question. If there's a tie between the teams, because we're only getting the top 20 teams for the final pitch, according to our votes. If there's a tie, we decided that all of the ties for the 20th place will advance to the final round. So I think that's something that you can all be aware of. And so if you press the vote button, you'll be able to see this pop-up screen with how many votes would you like to cast. For me, I'm a community judge, so I have a total voting power of 20. And this is one important thing that applies for all judges. The maximum number of votes per team that you can vote for is 10. So you can use this up button here to go up, or you can actually just type 10. But if you want to go more than that and keep pressing this button, it'll not work. So that's something that you can all be aware of. And you must type in a reason why you are voting for the team. Now, if you are a community judge, you will not know the 4 criteria that we require of. Marta, could you be able to share the 4 criteria in our chat? And you can see just make sure to put at least one of the 4 criteria as the reason why you would be voting for this team. So, and once you click on the vote button, type in something, and you click the vote button, you can see how many votes any judge placed and the reason why they placed the vote. So if I'm just gonna go down to the bottom of the post portion, and you'll be able to see the same data, numbers, statistics, whatever you call it, from the main second bar of the screen here, 14 votes by 3 people. And under the comments section, you can see that here, there are people giving votes. Their title is positioned next to their names. And I think Jason's is actually a really good example, and Changsong's. You can also put in all of your maximum votes, but the but it would be wise to put, no, it's your call, because even if you do make a vote, you can actually edit your vote afterwards. I'll show you that right after. So one vote by this person and the reason why here. I actually voted for Crepas solution as I was doing the this demo yesterday, and you'll see that this portion is highlighted. Now, if let's say you want to give more votes or give less votes or edit your votes, all you have to do is press this button again, and you'll see the number of votes and the reason why you voted for this team. And from here, you can edit. I can give more and press the edit vote, and this number will be the newly adjusted number. However, you will not be able to edit your the comments portion will not automatically edit, because once that's there, it's there permanently. So just be mindful of that. And another thing that I should also mention is that the post itself is a replica of the application review post, the one that these startups, impact makers, submitted to get into the main round. So this is a very good reminder of the team's information, the team members, the service, etc. And I think you guys can have a very fun journey from here on. Shall we do the Q&As, or did we have some questions like yesterday? Feel free to speak up.
Well, yeah, exactly. So Jimin kind of showed you and demoed you how the platform works. I just posted in the chat the criteria that you can use as a reference when you're evaluating the startups. If you have your own criteria or you have other ideas, please go ahead. That's fine as well. But most importantly, what do you want to know more about this?
Oh, and I think one very important thing that I should also mention is, if you don't have any rights to vote, that means you are not properly enlisted in our judges list. So please message me on the Moim platform. My ID is right here on the bottom left corner, at Jimin, and you can give me a private message, and I'll figure out what was the problem and how we can get you your tokens, voting tokens.
So judges, this is your moment to ask everything you wanted to know about the process, about the program. Obviously, you can do it afterward as well.
What were some of the main questions asked during yesterday's session, Marta?
There was a few questions about, like Jimmy mentioned, like someone was on ICC, but they didn't seem to have the voting rights adjusted, more like technical issues. Also, Jimmy, maybe you can show that, like how to filter through the startups, because unfortunately ICC doesn't have a search option yet. But you can filter through the startups. And on top of that, we will very soon be sending you an email with a comprehensive spreadsheet with all the teams and their links to these profiles that you see right now on Jimin's screen. So you'll be able to directly click on the team that you are interested in and vote there, instead of trying to search through the panel here. Because I know ICC is kind of like a naughty child that sometimes doesn't want to listen to you very much, and it has its moments. So you have to be very patient with it. We have a question here. What would be an average vote count? Is it 1, 3, or 5? It depends how many votes you have, like how many tokens you have, I suppose, and how many tokens you want to give to a startup. You can give up to 10, like Jimmy mentioned, or you can give as little as 1.
And I think the ideal number is just based on how much interest you have in going over all of the list and looking for the startup that you want to connect with. For example, Sean, he's one of our partner judges, and a partner judge has 60 tokens, but he allocated 1 token for this team, meaning he's very interested. This kind of indicates to us that this partner judge is really going through the applications and trying to, not miss out on teams who really deserve some views by the judges, because it's a collective effort, collective process, and all the judges have that power to bring in teams up in the list. And so it's your call. If you think that this one team deserves more notice, more votes, please feel free to push and give these guys some, cheer. Yeah, love. If not, and you think you want to, cheer on all 60 votes, if you have 60, 40, 20, if you're a community judge, please do so. We internally kind of like 1 to 3 votes because it kind of spreads out the interest, and that will generate a lot of vibe and community action. So that's also good. And this comment area is not only for the automated comment that shows up when you vote, but you can also ask questions. So if you noticed in the first, let me just, and so right now I use the tag feature here. It's what Marta kind of indicated. If you unclick the tags, it'll go back to the posts without the tags. You'll see that a lot of people have actually been questioning these teams, whoever they think they want to get more, know more about.
I can give you one tip when it comes to leaving comments, though, because if you want the startups to see your comment and reply to it quickly, then also tag them. So at the bottom of their profile, you actually have the name of the ICC nickname of the person that is responsible for that startups. Exactly. Here you go. And if you want them to reply rather quickly, now rather than later, also tag them in your comments so that they can get notified that you left a message for them.
Mm-hmm.
Can we change our vote later on? Yes, Jimmy, we can change our vote later on. Isn't that true?
Yes. So let's say you voted, then this vote button will be changed to voted parentheses number of votes. Just click on that button again. You'll be able to edit your vote. If you press this button, it'll save your newly edited vote. Let's say you want to give more to this team. You can just press up.
Another tip that I would like to give you all, if some of you have been through the nomination report process especially, don't leave this to the last minute, because there's over 80 startups that you have to, well, you don't have to, but you should at least look over. Keep it consistent, leave comments, read through the profiles, leave a little vote here, a little vote there. You can always go back and change it before the end of November. And yeah, like enjoy it, like treat it like a video game from the 80s, but still a video game. Any other questions, judges, before we move to the experts?
Just one question here. This is Patrick. So the ones that are showing here, are these the startups that has actually moved to the next round?
So the top 20 teams on this leaderboard will move to the final, which is the pitching at the beginning of December.
Okay, got it.
but that is kind of a little bit independent from the investment opportunities. So even if they don't make it to the top 20, they're along the way they're still eligible for fast track investment. Jimin, are you there?
Yep. So that's exactly right. All of the teams here are technically eligible for the fast track investment, which is the investment that is taken action. The action is taken by the ventures. The top 20 teams who advance to the final round, they would be eligible to vie for the program investment. If you guys took if you guys took a look in the impactcollective.earth website, there's two types of investment that this program is designed to make. And specifically our Impact Collective platform is designed just for that program investment as a collective effort, collective decision-making process. So your votes for these teams, they're very important. And a lot of the teams have realized that. And they're actually reaching out to the experts and judges separately. Yesterday, we even got some people who said these startups have reached out to them via LinkedIn, and they were kind of lobbying for the votes. But it's entirely in your hands to, if you want to really connect with them, feel free to do that. The entire purpose of our Impact Collective with 860, almost 900 members is for you to take advantage of our networks with, fellow VCs all over the world, with our with all our applicants, 300, almost 400 applicants, and especially the 80 plus teams who advanced to this 10-week program until the end of this year. So you have the power, guys. So
I mean, the power, but also you're all part of the community. The reason we all started it is that we didn't want to have another program where the experts and the judges are kind of like, far away on a pedestal that you sometimes see above the horizon. We wanted people like you to be also active members of the community, be there with the startups in the trench. Well, maybe not in the trenches, but like next to the trenches. And it's new. We are new to this as well. We figure it out as we go along. But we think that we do believe that this is the right direction, and we hope that you will enjoy it as well. If there is any behavior from the startups that you find uncomfortable, controversial, you're not kind of, oh, this seems wrong, or I don't like this, tell us ASAP, and let's figure something out. Will you guys? Thunder is asking, will we design a kind of token-based investment structure in the future?
I think this question is actually for you, Niall.
Who I see somewhere over here.
Yeah. Thank you, Thunder. Actually, that's a long-term goal of ours, but because of a lot of other, regulation issues and some of the admin hurdles at the moment, we couldn't do that for this year's program. But we are figuring out how to, partially utilize this kind of like a token mechanism for investment activities as well. So this year it's only for the decision-making reasonings, but then probably, hopefully next year for the partial allocation of the whole fund can be tested out to the token model as well. And later on, we want to do this as a token base so that we can also, the fund can collect investment fund through the token system, and then also redistribute it to the startups who participate the program. So we will also evolve this together throughout the serial courses of Impact Collective further on. Thank you. And any inputs or suggestions are welcome as well.
Yes, talk to us a lot. Do we have any more judging related questions? If not, judges, you are welcome to leave because the next part will be all for experts. If you're a judge and an expert, please stay on. If you're just a judge, you can leave. Have a great day, evening, whatever is going on with you. We will be sending an email with all the information, slides, etc. very soon. So don't worry about that. And again, if you have questions, email us at hi@impactcollective.earth or find us on ICC. I am at Marta, well,